What's up, everybody? Delivery robot fails. Uber joins DoorDash lie. Walmart Spark AI. We're going to go through it. And eVTOL round 2. What would you do? And what would you do? Right on the other side.
Huh? Hello, what do you want? What do you want? You want me to press the button for you? You want me to press the button for you, Mingo? Fuck you. Press it yourself. You took a human's job and you want me to press the button for you? No, hello, fuck you. Excuse you? Yeah, excuse you. I'm not pressing nothing. You press it. You sit there, you took a human's job, you take over our infrastructure, and then you want me to help you out? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Press it yourself. Oh, that's right, you don't have fingers. You got the green light, but you can't go because you don't have the walk signal. But you don't walk, you roll. Well, that's too fucking bad. Again, it's a cold world. You can sit here all night. Tell whoever's food that is to come press the button for you. It's not my problem. What the fuck you ever done for me? Mingo's just fucking stuck. It got the green light, but it can't go because it doesn't have the walk signal. Not my problem.
What's up, everybody? Was there any problems with that intro? Okay, no, I was just StreamYard started a little choppy for me. In fact, it's still a little choppy. But hopefully it's working good on your guys' end. I'm seeing the in fact, I don't know if I can even do it, but let me see if I can just disconnect this one. I'm gonna remove it. Yep. The only thing I can figure out, because we're on X, we're on LinkedIn, and we're on YouTube. The only thing that I think might be the potential problem is LinkedIn. So we'll see. Welcome to Thursday Night Live, everybody. And yeah, I am choppy. So welcome my co-host, Shawn, Colorado Rideshare Guy. You guys can find him at CO Ride Guy. I am chopping it up, man. Here. Let me leave and come right back and see if that fixes it.
All right. Rideshare Warrior, what's up? All right, I'm going to say hey to everybody while Steve's still trying to come back here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but yeah, just keep going like nothing happened. That's what I learned real early from Steve, but sometimes the problems get too big.
Yeah. And I see that I saw as I was coming back in, I see Bud Soda. What's up, everybody? But I saw that he said I can see and hear you fine. I'm guessing that is the case, but sometimes on the StreamYard end, it still does it, and it's so frustrating when you're trying to do this, and you're like, and it feels like a what is it, like a South Park episode, like the way that they move, you know?
Right.
So, what's up, everybody in the chat? How you guys all doing tonight? Glad you're here. Thank you, X, for joining. Sorry, well, I guess I don't need to apologize to LinkedIn because you guys have been cut off. So I do need to figure that out, though. I mean, because it's still being a little choppy, so it wasn't LinkedIn. I didn't need to cut that off. But we got some good things tonight, and I got a few things that are going to involve you guys. We're going to watch some things, and I'm going to want to know what Shawn would do. And I'm going to also, but while the video, we got a couple that I want input. I want to see what you guys think while the video is going. I want you guys to put your input before Shawn replies. Because once he does, you guys would be like kind of cheating, or you'd have a upper hand or something. So, but he doesn't even know about him. And it is choppy.
No, I didn't even know we were doing this. All right, let's do this.
No, you'll love him. You'll love him. So, first of all, Shawn and I, and this will not be the final discussion of it. Man, this choppy. Come on, StreamYard. But change the hamster, StreamYard.
You're good, brother. There's no issues on this end.
I know, but you know how weird it feels when it's doing it to me.
Yep.
I'm going between frozen and it's just hard. We'll do this right. But let's go round 2. This won't be the end. We're going to be talking about this a lot, but we got to at least, because I know you added to it. We got to talk some VTOL here.
Of course, we got to talk VTOL.
Yeah. So you were even talking about
VTOL yet, or are you still?
No, dude.
You're still calling it VTOL. It's EVTOL now, man. Wake up with the times,
Small E, capital VTOL.
Yes.
So it's E, vertical takeoff and landing. But really, it doesn't work, or it's not real, so it doesn't matter. It could be.
Yes, it does.
It could be Unreal VTOL. By the way, I'm hoping that a guest drops by today. It's always it's rare. It is rare, but it's I was doing a tandem catering this morning, and when I got there, I pulled up, and it was supposed to be for a $1,500 subtotal for me, a $1,500 subtotal for the other person. And when I walked up, he started walking up to me, and he was like, "Rideshare Rodeo," and I was like, "Uh-oh." One hand on the bear spray, and then other hand out to shake his hand, man. Dude ended up being super cool. He might be here tonight. We've already emailed even because he wanted some curry information. His name is Jared. If he comes in, you guys make him feel welcome. He was super awesome. So anyway, let's talk this. I want to hear what you got to add on the eVTOL where we ended, or like how you're shrinking the timeline, because I love this. Dude.
Yeah, man, let's talk about this because I've already put a timeline on there. We have our bet, which I think you might have some little bit of clarity for people what we're betting on here. But dude, you won't even say when they're going to launch. When do you think they're going to launch? Put your jersey where your mouth is.
I don't have the pictures ready. I'll bring them next week, you guys, because I showed Shawn. I showed Shawn. They're great, you guys. And I mean, it's equally distributed on us too. Like, because I was telling Shawn, I don't know how many of you watch hockey. Not everybody watches hockey.
Right.
I mean, everybody kind of watches football. A lot of people watch baseball, but not everybody watches hockey. So I think that these images are important because it's what Shawn and I would look like if we lose the bet. And it kind of brings it into perspective because in the me version, if I lose, it's me in the now Ball Arena, with Avs fans all over, and I'm kind of standing down there. And with him, he's in Detroit, baby.
Yeah. All right. So enough context. When are they going to launch in your eyes?
First of all, were we just sticking to what are we sticking to here? Is it a public ride? You're talking about a public ride, right? Because we agreed on some things that they'll be like going up and down.
Somebody pays money for.
Okay, so somebody's paying money, and are they flying to a destination, or are they flying and then have to take a secondary mode of transportation to get to the destination?
Well, of course they are, because you're never going to be like, oh, I'm going to go take one to my home, and they're going to land in your front yard.
But in 2018 and 19, Derek Kashashawi said that Los Angeles would be the target city, and by 2020, they would be able to land on at least half of the rooftops in downtown. Okay, well,
I'm right, he's wrong. Okay, he's already proven himself.
Well, I know,
wrong.
But that's my point. He's all been lies. So
right. All the rooftop stuff, because as you pointed out, Steve, to your credit and your point, the rooftops, you can't just put them on even a regular helipad, because there's a whole lot of different things going on with it. These aren't helicopters. They're not airplanes. They're not Harriers, even though they operate like a Harrier. No, man, these are like,
but so okay, so we're basically talking about electronic helicopters with 4 propellers then.
Or 6.
Whatever. I'm just saying we're not talking about true eVTOL the way that all the diagrams were pre-pandemic even. Like now they've like backtracked so much. Like it's like, yeah, we'll have there's a pad and a port, which the port is the one they have to build from scratch, and a pad is
the vertiport, right?
Right, and then they can convert like hospitals supposedly to like vertipads, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's all we're talking about is let's even leave the hospitals out of it. Let's just say commercial.
Right.
So what is this commercial thing doing for me, by the way? Because we all know it's going to be beyond expensive.
I didn't.
I mean, in terms of like if I'm in Los Angeles and I need to get downtown to a building and I just landed at LAX, what am I going to do? Like, so I get in one, and where is it taking me? To Burbank Airport to catch a ride?
It's taking you to the heliport to be unveiled at the Olympics for all the ceremonies that are going to be going on. But I think it's going to happen before that. Nice. But that's my timeline. I haven't even heard one from you, and I'm already ready to.
Well, I thought I was going to base it on, like, when you asked me, I was going to shoot way higher than the Olympics. So I'm waiting for you to bring the lowest common denominator in and say
that's tomorrow. Why I'm pressing you, because you keep spreading this freaking gap, and it doesn't matter because no, I want you to go here, and my commitment is by the Olympics. But I might make some statements that aren't related to the bet. But when?
Okay, so you're wanting. I mean, you're just wanting me to throw a date out.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll do an over or under for a different side.
I mean, because here's my thought on it. So if I say the Olympics, like, right? Okay, let's just say I were to say that. You're saying before that. So like, why don't you just give the date you think it is?
No, my money where my mouth is by the Olympics, by the Summer Olympics 2028.
So I will say not by the Olympics 2028.
Give me a date.
That's the bet, dude.
Throw a side bet.
There doesn't need to be a bet, dude. Because you're saying that. You're saying that. I mean, dude, that gives you a big time span too here.
Okay, fine. There we go.
By the Olympics
still.
Now again, guys, we can come back to this and modify it. You know, if Shawn and I agree on modifying it. So as more information comes in and we want to talk about it on a different week, we can always modify this. Absolutely.
When all of a sudden Steve goes, oh my gosh.
No, because that would be me. Dude, by the way, if anything, like if it for any reason I ever say I agree or whatever, then I still have to do the loss term.
Okay,
I still have to wear the kilt and the jersey.
That's why I want you to give a date, because if all of a sudden you back off your date, then maybe you're an automatic loser.
Okay, but see, my date would be after yours. So what would it? I mean, my point is, what would it matter? Because yours is going to come up first.
Because I'm right. You're afraid to even put your jersey where your mouth is.
No, I'm not.
All right.
Okay, 20. I mean, what are we considering consumer? Like, what are we considering the amount to? Like, I mean, are we considering one person getting in, or are we talking about like real flights going on all the time? App you can call it.
No, they say these things minimum are 4 passengers. They say 4 to 6 passengers. We agree on that, correct?
Yeah. I've seen the bigger prototypes, but yes, we agree on the 4.
Yeah. But right now we're talking the smaller stuff. So a minimum of 4 passengers. Right?
Okay.
Holy crap. Can we get Bryant in here? I know he's not a contract attorney, but maybe we need to get legal rideshare in here to draft.
You got to know, man. I can always check facts with Bryant, but he will never play these games. He will never. Like even with autonomous out there, the way that it is with Waymo, he will never touch these. He doesn't even he doesn't even know what they're doing.
I just want him to draft a contract for us.
Oh yeah. We should have him do that. That'd be funny,
We should
man. We
have
both
him
have a
do that
copy.
for
Yeah,
fun.
he'd do
Yeah.
that for us.
And
He
now
would do that
have
for
us
us.
sign it. Dude, we got to do that.
And then yeah, we could hold it up and show everybody. Look, here it is.
Right.
Take your screenshots. There it is.
Right.
But yeah,
We let people download a copy of it, whatever.
So I got something ready. I'm not sure I did the best editing job, but so Shawn and I told Shawn I was going to try and put this together. So when we do switch out of something that we're on different sides about, here we go.
Slingshot, engage.
And there goes Ricky Bobby on the outside.
That's how we do it. Hell yeah, you ain't first, you're last, baby.
So there we go. Okay. So the first thing before we get into the topic, here was the first one that I have. We have a DoorDash situation. I want everybody, please weigh in on this. I want everybody, whether you do DoorDash or not, even. I see Vinny Coos in there. By the way, Vinny, great show last night. Loving Vinny's new show. If you guys remember Rideshare Garage, that's Vinny Coos. Now it's off the clock. And it's on Vinny at Vinny Coos. And man, it's still the Rideshare Garage crew, and it's just a different conversation. But man, it's fun. So check it out.
That was really cool. I hopped in there for a couple minutes last night. That was great.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I just, Vinny runs a good show, man. He had a podcast, Rideshare Garage. When I started my audio podcast, he was already doing his. I saw him up on Podbean and stuff. So,
right.
But so let me pull this up. Here's the first scenario, guys. This is the DoorDash one. You're gonna watch what happens, and I want any of you to say what you would have done or where things, anything you want to comment on this. What went wrong? What went right?
So you didn't get the DoorDash order?
I'm sorry?
You didn't get the DoorDash order from earlier?
I'm at work currently, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
She even saw you with the food. I mean,
Okay.
you guys have cameras here. You said the order never arrived.
I did not.
What do you mean?
I didn't.
So why does it say that the customer says the order never arrived?
I don't know.
And he wasn't going to be.
Okay.
I didn't.
They couldn't make it for him. And then
Like, were you just trying to get free food and put my job on the line?
Didn't do anything.
Okay, well, we have to figure something out because it says that the customer says the order never arrived and I got a contract violation.
Gotcha.
I'm an independent contractor,
Yeah, it's with
Okay.
Carrie, the
so that puts my job at
physician's
risk.
assistant.
So what?
The physician's
So
assistant.
we're gonna have
Carrie.
to call DoorDash support off your phone because I wasn't the one that said the order never arrived.
Your address
It's an on your side of things. What?
I did it online, but
I don't.
It doesn't just randomly happen magically. You have to get a hold of DoorDash support directly to say that the order never arrived.
Okay. It's a shared account, so it might be
Yeah, I'm a
something that
United
somebody
Healthcare
else did
manager.
accidentally. I would have to talk to them.
Okay, well,
But
we're
I'm
gonna.
currently at work.
So let's see. What do we got for comments first?
Bud has the first comment on it.
Oh, by the way, no, I just saw that he came in. Hey, I hope he was in here in a minute ago. Where is it? I just saw it. Anyway, welcome, Jared. I'm having a little bit of StreamYard issues tonight, which is not a shocker. But I just saw Jared came in here, and that's the guy that I did the tandem catering with this morning. Met him.
Oh, okay.
Got out of my car and he said, "Rideshare Rodeo." And I was like, all right, let's see what happens.
Jared, he gave you a shout out earlier.
I did.
Now you got a second.
And yeah, and then, like I said, super nice guy. Always nice to meet good people, man. And he really was.
Absolutely.
And so welcome, Jared. We have a nice community here. We stay positive, and we try and keep it fun on Thursday nights. So thank you for joining us. So what did Bud Soda say? He says, I'm gonna work not on the streamer thing. I'm gonna work off my phone here for the comments because it's just.
All right, I'll cover the first one while you're getting set up there. Bud Soda said, never confront, but yeah, never do that at your place of employment. It'll get the office a bad rep. Us drivers talk like this.
Yep. Okay, that's one thing. Vinny says he is not wrong, but he is wrong.
Right. Vinny's not wrong.
So Shawn, what do you think? I know you don't do a ton of DoorDash, but what do you think?
Okay, so well, and I used to. I mean, I did a couple thousand.
But I mean,
so
here we are in 2026. What do you think of this encounter?
Well, first off, Bud Soda also said if you're going to confront, go talk to their manager or someone over them. Yeah, I don't know about that one. My comment is, man, you can do anything the hell you want on your last day. So if you want to be done with DoorDash or whatever, go confront them and feel better about it. Film them, throw it up on YouTube. Dude, it's just like when people get deactivated. There's a time and a place for stuff. All this guy's going to do is he's going to feel a whole lot better. He's going to go viral on one video, but he doesn't have enough damn subs to monetize on it, so it don't matter. So, man, save that stuff for, just don't waste the energy on it. That's my comment. Now, it's not to say I wouldn't do the same damn thing just to feel better, but trying to give good fatherly advice, man, don't do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna weigh in a little different. I'm gonna say every part of it was wrong, even though I'm kind of where the Vinny thing is. Like he wasn't wrong, but he was wrong. That's kind of how I feel. Like you just, no matter what, you don't do that,
right?
Because what is his ultimate goal there? To remove a contract violation, which in essence, if he really pushed it with the wrong person, he would just be deactivated,
right?
For attacking the customer, because that is something that, even though they don't care about the customers or the price they charge them, if they get a call about it, they'll just deactivate you.
Right, exactly. I mean, we know they don't care. They got plenty of drivers, they got plenty of delivery people. They'll just deactivate you.
Sure. Yeah.
That's why I said you can do anything on your last day. I wasn't supporting or condoning his actions. I was just saying you do that.
I didn't think you would.
Done.
Yeah, I didn't think you would.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so I want to talk about this Rivian thing, because I've seen a couple things, and I had, this is when I start going down holes big time, looking for even more and more and more, because things aren't matching up. I mean, they kind of are, and I was looking for an article that Dara did about 4 days ago, maybe 3 days ago, or that he was in. I couldn't find it today, but it was an interesting article, because he basically was asked about the partnership with, oh wait, here comes all the pop-ups and crap. He was basically asked about the new deal with Rivian, right? And he was like, well, think of it this way. We're going to be invested with 30 autonomous companies. That way we have a piece of whichever one takes off.
Yep.
And so, like, to me, it's like, you're showing your hand again, bro. You got nothing.
Well, but
I mean, I understand your best is to be in all of them.
Your best is the worst, with your competitor being Lyft. So get all these contracts and get all these people. Look, Darza, he drives me crazy. I think he is not for anything other than in his pocketbook and his investor's pocketbook. But from that aspect, it's a brilliant move, because he's locking all these potential AV companies into contracts with him. So it's squeezing Lyft out of the market. Not that they want to compete, because they're not even smart enough to be in this venue yet. And guys, I hate to say it. I was just going to say it.
What is it? $12.94 a share?
Right, exactly. Even DoorDash doesn't want to touch them right now.
No. Not at all, dude. Why would they?
But strategically, it's a good business move for him. These companies that are getting into bed with them, they're gonna feel like drivers. They're gonna feel like I got screwed over. It's the Walmart thing and the Amazon thing. They take and they make contracts, a low bidder with all these people, and then they just flood the market with it, and then nobody else compete, and they set a standard that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, no doubt. But this one, the Rivian one, I actually heard a couple people say this wrong. And I just want to make sure that it's right, because I even heard it last night incorrectly. So, yes, 1.2 billion has gone into the partnership with Uber and Rivian. So,
Right.
but the stats are what people seem to be getting wrong. So, man, I'm getting pop-ups all over between StreamYard and pop-ups. Whatever just happened to like letting us read an article and like just make us sign in with our Google account?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Motley Fool has got really bad about that. They used to be a great resource.
But Uber will. So here's the thing. Uber will. They're trying for. Somebody was saying they're trying for 50. They're going to have 50,000. They're doing right now by 2028. That is incorrect. They're trying to have 10,000 ready by 2028.
Right.
So Uber will do. They're trying to. Again, this is not set in stone, guys. 10,000 robo-taxis from Rivian, self-deployed to San Francisco and Miami by 2028. That's their goal. That people shouldn't, like, I heard it last night that you should be worried. You don't need to be worried. I mean, if you're planning on being a rideshare driver for 30 years, you definitely need to keep this in your peripheral, but you don't need to look. Even 10,000, if you look at the amount of drivers we have here in the country, and the cleanings and the problems they'll be going through in the initial years. And then they're talking about another 40,000. Whenever they do that layup with the second thing, I've never seen that come together with Uber, even if the project works.
Well, here's the funny thing. Okay, so how many total deliveries did they promise to Uber? Because who cares what that number is? They only produced just over 42,000 vehicles, period, in 2025. So how the hell can they scale to that kind of production to keep up with their regular production for their consumer brand, and then go to the AV market, which they have no footprint for right now? No, it's a pipe dream for all of them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I just wanted to correct that, because it took me, and I'm not always a fan of, and especially like you just said, Shawn, like I'm not a fan since they did all this pop-up stuff, because it doesn't even matter what device I'm on. It is so slow. I can tell they're just loading crap into my computer. I'm like, dude, at this pace,
right.
This is probably why my StreamYard doesn't work, because I pulled that article up.
Right.
That's how much power it takes to pull up this article. It's just a joke. But so anyway, I don't know. So again, we keep getting shown that for real, even by the company standards, everybody's standards, that for sure on the road is definitely, real autonomous is looking to be way after Shawn's even VTOL date. It really is. Like, they are going to put you up in electric storms in a little, little collapsible thing that has 4 electric propellers on it. And then if you get an electrical storm, you're all dead. They're going to do that before they're going to let these things out.
It's going to have a Tesla coil on top of it to help charging.
Or for lightning. Yeah. Lightning rod.
Right.
They like give it to the, hold this.
And wear these gloves.
And then then I saw this, another, and we'll just wrap through this one real quick, but I saw Pony AI. I've been following Pony AI for years. The founder of Pony AI, when he founded the company, was 19 years old. I've been very interested in his company because he's like 22 now or 23.
Yeah.
And he's like dealing with billion-dollar deals and stuff. It's crazy. So, but he's saying that in Croatia, they're going to be the teaming up. So they're all doing these weird, it's just literally live human testing for us, guys. We are cattle.
Guys, we have gone global. We are now talking about autonomous rideshare in Croatia.
Well, I just think it's, I mean, dude, they're doing it around the world. I saw that they're launching it in Japan too. I can't remember which one was that. I just have to follow them all because it's just let's not just test the United States. Let's put the whole world at danger.
Yeah. Did you hear they're doing VTOL in Dubai?
Yeah, until the sandstorm blows them all into the Mediterranean or whatever.
Hey, that's a good.
Or until, although guys, we do know that Lyft does know the end date of the war. That is pretty amazing with the gas price. You know, they said that because they said they're running the $5. You get $5 if you do 125 active miles. You would get a $5 gas relief. And so I got to say, listen, that means since they're only running it till April 17th because of the war, that means they actually know the end of. That's just weird. Have we ever known the end date of a war?
Don't even get me started on that, Steve, because that's exactly what I said. I mean, that was where we started. We had this, stuff I talked about last week or not last week. Hell, it was only Monday. No, it was Tuesday. I don't even know when the hell I do my own podcast anymore. 2 days ago, so we're losing track of time. But anyway, first DoorDash goes and releases this gas relief, price relief for dashers, blah, blah, blah. And they use their marketing math. And really it comes down to either 4 cents, or if you go all the way to 250 miles, you get your 6 cents per mile bonus. That's kind of the worst bonuses I've seen with it. And then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, that wasn't good enough. Now, have you heard who else has jumped into this, Steve?
Uber and Lyft.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Lyft. They had to come out.
Well, Uber is too, aren't they?
Well,
Uber the article I pulled was Lyft. Yes, I thought it was. I just thought it was right for us to pull a Lyft article.
Lyft came out yesterday with their little drivers who are at the heart of Lyft. They're our customers. We know our success is only possible because of Lyft drivers who choose to use Lyft every day. Blah 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 blah. I'm not even going to kill you all with this, but basically, and the same thing. They came down. They didn't even do it. I'm going to tell you their program, because DoorDash had some other stuff with some rebates using Upside and all this other stuff. Well, that's all that Lyft came out with. Is like, well, we're not even going to give you an extra 6 cents a mile. If you did 250 miles, we're just going to give you all these little cashback things, but you got to use our credit card with our bank. So we make sure we get our kickbacks from our bank. Okay. That's all that Lyft did yesterday.
Well, by the way, dude, the rewards program, you have to be a Crimson card holder with DoorDash to use.
Yes.
And less than half of the drivers in the country have a Crimson card. I don't know how many even use it out of those half.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm not gonna keep my money on a card that is run by a company, DoorDash, which has been down every Monday. I've been saying it lately. So it's been down it's been down 40% in the last 6 months. Here's the last 5 days since the podcast. They're down another 4%. I mean, Uber's down 6%. I mean, these, again, guys, will they come back up? I'm not saying they're on their way to zero. No, but they're definitely, as Vinny put it last night, I don't know if it was about these two, but they're definitely starting to, he was talking about Bitcoin with this one, but I'll relate it to this. They're definitely starting to show their true value. Like their true value in the market is starting to come out. I know the market's underperforming right now, and there's a lot of factors, but at the same time, I honestly believe we're seeing these dips because they're real.
Right. But I mean, like you pointed out, the same thing with DoorDash for the extra gas stuff, besides the 6 cents a mile, it's got to be on the Crimson card. And Lyft has their little program. You got to have it on their credit card. And then Uber comes in today. Uber's behind, chasing everybody's tail. And they decided that they're going to do pretty much the same damn program as Lyft is. You know, you have your super platinum plastisol rewards, you get more than other people, and blah blah blah. And it's just all there, another way for them to make money and do marketing math. Because I don't have any of those cards, Steve. I've worked for all of those, or do work for those. There's only one of the gig economy platforms, and you've probably seen enough of this card right now, you know which one I'm getting ready to show. I let them hold on to my money because I believe in what they're doing, and they are really a great platform. And that's Expedite. That is the only one of them that I have a card for. The rest of them, they can go to hell and keep their, they're not keeping my money. I'm cashing out. And I cash out actually.
And I think that's
Uber
part of it,
Lyft.
dude, is that the Crimson card is a facilitator of cashing out.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's other way, you know, you can wait, or you can there. I mean, you're going to get your money without one, but like the Crimson card is what helps facilitate that, and still only half of the people have it.
Right, and still only half people have it. But like Uber and Lyft, I actually, because I'm concerned about fraud and hacking and things like that, I actually cash out in the middle of the week with them, because I just don't trust my money sitting there. And plus they're gaining interest on all that money that's just sitting there too. So Lyft, you know, they changed their fees now to $1.75 sometime within the last couple of weeks, and Uber does it. But I cash out in the middle of the week, guys. I just don't trust my money sitting there very long.
Yeah, I see Toyo saying, what about OnePay? Are you talking about Uber One? Because Uber One is under, I mean, they're getting sued everywhere for Uber One because of their deceitful practices, tricking people into at checkout or throughout the drip pricing checkout scheme. And I'm going to call it that. They're literally like, they're putting it in there like 4 or 5 times, and it's always highlighted like okay, and it's like the button above, and it's red, and it is the one you want to touch, but it's making it seem like to go forward you should push this, and if you do, you signed up, and it's very hard to get out of it.
Right. So real quick, looking in the chat, I see Drone Days asked a question. Right. Drone Days asked a question. Do you get the bones if you have an electric car? They do have some subsidies with it. And I'm not an EV guy, so I got to apologize. That's not really where my heart is on that. So I didn't look into it. But Drone, if you go on to their websites, if you work for any of these platforms, just they all have their blogs. But read the details, and particularly when they put a little asterisk in there, read that part too, because there's a little catch to it.
Well, first of all, there is always a catch to it.
Right.
I mean, and it's not just gig apps. I mean, this is, you know, I was talking about auto billing last night on Vinny's show. Like, I am so sick of when you want to do something, you have to sign up for the auto pay program, and then after a certain amount of time you can turn it off. To me, that should be fraud right there.
Right.
I mean, what if the person the first day is like, dude, forget this, and I want you wiping the slate clean. I don't want my information with you, nothing. You can't.
No.
So
not
it's
at
like,
all.
Sorry, you downloaded it and you agreed to this stupid waiting period. But yeah.
So Traveler made a comment about gas prices are just cost of doing business. And I agree with you, Traveler, but the problem is that at what point, you know, does that offset come to the delivery people and to the rideshare people, and not through these false freaking programs like these guys are doing?
Right. Yeah, no facts. And so we don't harp on this stuff a lot, and one of these is a little older. Actually, they're both, you know, whatever. They're both happening right now. I just, you know, and I don't even think we'll take the time because we got some other things to get through, but I just wanted to point them out. Look, every once in a while, we at least need to point them out, and I'll put the articles in the description below after the show. And by the way, any videos that we're using tonight, I put the creators of each if you're on TikTok, I put the creators of the videos already in the description that made any of the videos we're using. So if you liked any of them, or you want to go see them on TikTok and see the other stuff these people create, go ahead. I gave them the plug. They should have it. But I wanted to mention this because 2 cases came up in my news feed today And we see these all the time, but number one, illegal immigrant Lyft driver charged with kidnapping, sodomy after trapping Kentucky mother of 4. I mean, I'm not even going to get into the article, you guys. I will put it in the show notes below if you want to go down that dark hole. I read it, and it's horrendous. I mean, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. And the next one isn't too goody. I mean, it's just equally as bad too. So there's another lawsuit. Lyft driver sexually assaulted woman with her children in the back seat. What the?
A special place in hell for those people, man.
Yeah, this it really is. And before we move into this next one, so we're gonna go. This is the rideshare scenario, but all of you, I know a lot of you don't do rideshare, but you can definitely weigh in on this. I know Shawn and I won't even say my 2 cents because I could say it right out of the gate. In fact, Shawn went through another scenario on his podcast a couple weeks ago about a unruly passenger. But I want you guys to see this. How would you react as the driver?
If you don't have to follow the GPS, the quickest way for you to do that would be just to go down the block, go around the post office, make that U-turn, come over here to where the Dunkin' Donuts is at, and then when you go down, you're just going to make a straight run across the bridge, which is where we would have been already if you was already on that side of the street. This one is still you, 7691. This is you?
Yeah. You'd have to cancel the ride.
No, you have to cancel it because I'm not getting charged for canceling it. You don't want to take me. I'm not canceling. You have to cancel the ride.
Then if I'm canceling it, you have to get out of my car.
I'm going to call the Uber, and then when the other Uber come, I'm going to get out your car. You can cancel your ride.
That's not how it works.
Well, I don't know what you think you're trying. You're not getting no money out of me if you're not taking me where I'm going, and you still got my thing sitting there.
I don't need it.
You said, but you told me you told me you canceled the ride a few minutes ago.
If I cancel the ride, you have to get out of the car.
No, that's not what you said. So you sitting there lying and playing games because you told me you already canceled the ride.
I said I'm gonna if I cancel the ride, you have to get out the car.
I know the rules and regulations with Uber. So therefore, if you cancel the ride, I'm already in the car. I'm not standing in the rain because you picked me up on the wrong side of the street. So therefore, when another Uber come, as I've done before, I will get out your ride and get into my new ride.
Okay, you don't have to be so
aggressive. It's your fault that we over here, not mine. You're the driver, not me.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it is your fault. You was on the wrong side of the street, though.
The woman that I speak to on the phone.
No, I don't care about no woman you spoke to. What did the GPS say to pick me up at? 143 East 149th Street, right? 143 East 149th Street, right?
Can you hear me out?
No, because you 143 East 149th Street is on that side of the street, not over here.
But if that was the case, that person on the phone should have told me, no, you should go around in front of the house rather than...
No, you told her there was traffic, so that's
no. I did not say traffic.
But I'm not canceling the ride because I don't have no problem. You're the one with the problem because you want to be emotional.
Can step out of my car and go over there and stand on. There's no rain over there.
You're not telling me to go over there and do. You're not authoritating me to do anything.
You
didn't like the way I spoke to you. I don't like how you telling me that. Get out your car and go stand over there. I don't like how you speaking to me now. So now what's the issue?
The ride was canceled. Ma'am, the ride was canceled. So can you please step out of...
And the video goes on, but a couple things before Shawn comments, because I know he's going to have one. I see Drone says that poor guy. I see, I thought I saw, Sue said way too much. Just cancel, call 911. What, Shawn, where did this go wrong? For the driver. Like what? Because in my opinion, and you guys, there is a twist to the ending. So hang in here because he did do something unexpected. But where has everything gone wrong so far?
Well, it almost feels like, and I may be doing a spoiler here, but what I picked up on something where they were talking about the right person. I don't know. Did he pick up the wrong person? Maybe I'm speculating just based on you saying that there's a twist.
No, and I don't
automatically went to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the preface to it, to be honest. Everybody saw what I saw from the beginning. That's where I saw it too. It just starts in an argument. I don't know.
It went too far the second he just let her go. He should have ended the ride. him not ending the ride, that was where
that's one.
it first went wrong. Should have immediately ended the ride. And the second thing he should have done was hit the ADT button and said, you know, I have an incident with a passenger. The ride has ended. They're no longer, please have them removed for trespassing, whether, you know, telling them to get out of here or having law enforcement do it. And Steve, you know, I've had that happen already. It wasn't that extreme, but I just got out of the car and locked the doors and walked away to a safe distance from her and removed myself from the situation.
Yeah. So, and exactly, I remember when you played your video, I was sitting there in the chair going, like just going up because yes, cancel the ride, but also remember, not everybody's a woman or what, you know, like everybody's gonna be a little different. So maybe everybody won't connect with it on this ride, but also after you cancel it, get out of your car, stand in front of your car and call 911. Because you never know what that passenger might do or really go crazy. And once they see you step out and you're like, I'm calling 911, you're going to be arrested. Right. So, and again, he had a cop behind him too. If you heard that siren that said, move along, dude, why don't you stick your hand out the window and go, can you arrest her?
I'd have just like opened my door and jumped out and made all kinds of commotion to get his attention.
Yep. So, I mean, a lot of things went wrong, but guess what? She ended up opening the door and she kept swearing at him. She was gonna get out. She had a foot out. And then out of nowhere, like, I think it was because of the rain. It was that bad. She was like, I'm not getting out. And he said, fine, shut the door. She shut the door and he drove her to the police station.
Well, and that's what I did on mine is I threatened with ADT on the phone and said, okay, the option is either have somebody come here or I'll go drive about a mile up the road to the cop shop.
I mean, like, you know, I just thought that was pretty classic, man. He's like, he did everything wrong, but then in the end, he threw that twist in that was pretty cool. Like, all right, I'll just deliver you to the police.
Well, this is one of those things where, you know, politeness doesn't, you can still be polite, but you got to draw a line and just be firm, but you can still be polite about it. He's trying to negotiate this thing with her still. That's way beyond that.
Yeah, exactly. It's way beyond that. And so, Shawn, what is hug a tree?
So we're gonna hug trees, guys. We're gonna talk about saving the environment for a little bit here. And I'm not going to go too far into it because I want to do some more research because this is something kind of I theorized. And at the last minute, one of the listeners sent this to me and was like, hey, check this out. And I'm like, holy crap, this is exactly what I've been looking at. Okay, so basically we're going to talk about the robo-taxis. Now we all know we're not making any money if we're just driving up and down the road and we're burning gas and everything. But if you're an electric vehicle and you don't have a human, that costs us a lot less. But you're still increasing your carbon footprint, using a little bit of bunny hugger language here. I'm trying to embrace my inner boulder, Steve, so bear with me. It's kind of uncharted and unfamiliar territory, so I'm still trying to get comfortable with this.
The Republic of Boulder.
People's Republic of Boulder, exactly. But
the
guys,
banana republic.
Right. These things. So there was a report, and I'm going to dig into this a lot deeper. I didn't have a whole lot of time to get into it, but there was a report done, and they looked at 26, I think, different studies, and then combined them all together. And it was basically talking about the carbon footprint on these robo-taxis. And they're finding that and they break it down to shared rides and non-shared rides. And the shared rides, they're finding a 5.33% increase in the carbon footprint just because they're driving around deadheading, doing all this extra time, doing nothing, where we might be sitting in a parking lot, windows down, vehicle turned off. So we're minimizing our carbon footprint because we got to pay for the damn dinosaurs that are going into our car. And then the there's even a higher impact with the non-shared rides. That's almost up to 7%, 6.9%. So guys, these things aren't really saving money, and they're actually detrimental. I mean, I think rideshare is it is not environmentally friendly at all. I'm just going to call it what it is.
But neither are people. People are
no, exactly. If we could just eliminate some more people, we'd be all right. We could afford to, have these EVs run around doing doing all this deadhead time. But the autonomous vehicles are spending a lot more time because they're going further from point A to point B for the pickups, which we know Uber and Lyft is starting to do that to us in the rideshare world anyway, because they want the passengers to pay for their priority pickups and everything else. And this is a long-term study that I hope sometime we'll get some university that'll hear you and I talk about this on our podcast and go, guys, okay, help us build this study, because there's so much waste that's going on in the world and the industry all over corporate greed. And this is just another example. These robo-taxis aren't going to save the freaking planet. They're wasting resources, guys. And that's what I want to talk about. No, man, those are going to save the world. George Jetson's going to be saving everything.
Okay.
They're actually cheaper. They're cheaper to operate. eVTOLs are cheaper to operate than a helicopter. And so, that I think there's already going to be a quicker return on your investment. I think this is a little bit more diminishing than what's being revealed on the surface. I think there's a lot more to the story. We're going to have to dig into it and look into it more.
Yeah. And then on a real quick note, guys, I know that we've ran some time here, but like on a real quick note, with the DoorDash stock that we've been talking about underperforming, and again, I know the market just isn't performing that well, but the COO, the company operations officer for DoorDash sold $1.5 million worth of stock. Now, sometimes they do this, but when I was reading her amounts, she took a hit on this. Like she's right. What I took from it is the investor part of her is not seeing the future of DoorDash very positive either.
Right.
I mean, that's not always the case when somebody sells off some shares. I'm just saying the way I read this, because of the hit she took on some of the stock and then some what she got paid, it just was like she saw, dude, I would bet against this company.
I think somebody's preparing for their golden parachute.
Right.
Because that's what happens. I mean, they can only suffer for so long, and then all of a sudden they're like, you're done. Have a nice day. Thanks for shopping with us. But clearly, like you said, Steve, they see the writing on the wall. When you sell, what was it, 10,000 shares or whatever it was? That's a significant, I don't know what her compensation package looks like, but cashing in that many shares, that's a big move.
It is. And I mean, maybe she wanted to move it to a real company. Maybe she put it all into Lyft.
Right. Maybe she's quietly building up for her hostile takeover of Lyft.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I can think of. So a couple quick things, you guys. I know that you're all very threatened by delivery robots. So these are real quick ones, by the way. I think in total, it's going to be about under a minute. And I just got the first two are going to be 30 seconds together. Let's look at some Chicago first. And then the last here are the ladies that feel bad for one.
So sorry. Should you push her?
Girl.
Should we push her?
Where are you gonna go?
Yo, she's stuck.
She can't go anywhere.
No, she can't.
Faith, you better.
Faith? She's blinking. She's...
What did she think was gonna happen?
They don't know how to off-road? What is she doing? Oh! Faith, they're gonna go off-roading? Oh my god. Is she trying to bust a Yui right now?
Faith.
Oh, she is. Good. You got it, girl. You got it.
Where is she gonna go? Oh my god.
Is she busting a Yui?
Make a U-turn. She's gonna roll
Shut
her ass
up.
over there.
Where are you going? Girl!
Oh no! Wait, I think she can. Oh no!
No, she's stuck. Wait, should I go help her?
Help Faith.
Okay.
You guys, if you think these are taking your jobs, you must not do your job well. These things are these things cost more than your car, even those crappy little ones.
So
you think they're going to have
you just showed,
they're going to put their money into these and not you just using your car?
I don't know who's a worse driver, that little Cracker Jack box or the person that was filming it, because they were on the wrong damn side of the road filming this little they went over all the way across to film that stupid thing.
By the way, there's no AI use in that Chicago one. How fast is it going to break that glass?
I don't know, but dude, I was laughing so hard because it was like a wet dog getting out of the shower, just raining glass off of it. It was like the water falling off of it.
Again, I think somebody's remote controlling it, and through the scope, they're seeing, well, it's clear. Let's go forward. It's like, I don't know. If you don't see the problem here, like, I don't know what to say. Vinny's talking about the one that we've shown, about the one that was smacked on the train track. That one, again, you guys, people take these out to the woods for fun and like leave them. They hike with them. Like two people will carry one and hike with it. There was one taken up to the Hollywood sign.
Let's take one to Pikes Peak or Garden of the Gods.
Right? Dude, seriously. Or Mount Evans, the highest is Evans is the highest point in America. I do 14ers, so but I mean, let's take it up to one of those and leave it right by the marker.
Right.
You know?
No, let's take it up to Pikes Peak because they make donuts up top, up there at 14,155 feet, and go deliver donuts down to Manitou Springs or something.
And if I don't know if it's open again yet, it should be, but if the cog's open, we could just put it on the cog and have it deliver something to the gift shop up at the top.
Right.
So you guys, we do have we have a thing on Walmart Spark, so stick around. I just want to make sure we got everything covered here. Yes, I covered them all. So I want to show you guys. So we're not going to talk about the story because we talked about it 3 or 4 weeks ago, where Uber Spark in 11 states was fined $100 million. I was looking at the breakdown of their money, but I do want to show you something because there's other states now about to do the same thing. So it's getting crazy. Like Walmart has a deposit down in case, like this is the easiest way I can put it, in case more cases arise. They basically have a deposit with the Department of Justice that they're breaking laws on top of the fine. But here's what I did want to tell you guys about Walmart Spark, because I know not everybody has seen it, only some markets. And I want you to look at this because we all know this, but this is crazy. So check this out. We're changing how we show you offers based on the offers you select and other eligibility factors. The app will learn which offers you prefer and show you more like those first. You can keep choosing the offers that work best and rejecting offers that will not count against you. So we've always known that, I mean, we talk about this all the time. You take bad offers, they're going to send you bad offers. If you pass on them and you wait for the ones that make sense to you, you might still get some, but you got better chances of not getting as much crap. Right. So now, but for the first time, I think that's the first company to ever outright say what we all know. Like, they're just admitting it now. Like, dude, we study you, and we base what we're sending you on your dumb decisions or your smart decisions.
Well, I mean, if they're going to accept that kind of a deal to say, well, we're just going to put a deposit in advance, it's kind of like, well, I go to the library and I lose some library books, so I'm just going to give you $20 to hold on for when I lose these library books. I don't know, man. If they're stupid enough to accept a deal like that, they're kind of smart to do it, because then they can schedule their write-offs for all their litigation and settlements.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that I mean, I was shocked that they did this. I did never expect them to do this.
No.
Because you're admitting something that everybody's known for a long time. And it's something people aren't like, yeah, we knew that. It's like, we know this, and it's really scumbaggery of you guys to do this. Are you, and you still have to wonder, are you really doing it? Is it really being done? And then, yeah, it is. And now they're like showing you, dude, we do that.
And now they're flaunting it.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I don't know how many of you have seen that in your market, but yeah. Shawn, what else you got for the week? Anything before we wrap this puppy up with a bow?
Man, I think we had a good enough show. I think we call it while we got it good.
Guys, did we do good enough? Good enough doesn't work for me. It's got to be awesome.
It's freaking awesome.
And again, I'm having that StreamYard lag, but I'm trying to see if there were any questions that I missed along the way or anything. I do want to say this. Next week, I want to talk about illegal accounts. I've done more digging on the TikTok stuff, and I actually have the breakdown finally. And I was, I'll probably do a 13 after next week for not this Saturday, but a week from it, summarizing it. But it'll give Shawn and I a chance to workshop it here, because it's insane what I learned, even beyond what I've told you guys so far. It goes deeper and worse. And then I also want to talk about the legalities of things on the app. Should you be doing this certain things on the app? Should you not? We can talk about that. Everybody check out Shawn's channel if you haven't already. It's in the description below. It is at CO Ride Guy. Check him out. Give him a sub. He's got great. He's doing a great podcast. He came out of the gate strong. Check out Vinny Coos. Check out anybody that's got a channel that's in here. I'm trying to think who else does. I'm looking. Bud Soda does. Check out Bud Soda. Any of the guys in here that anybody wants to, say, hey, check out my channel. Me, I don't care. Go ahead, promote your channel. Shawn's kind of probably the same way, so we're good.
Absolutely.
So check out those. And next week, again, these illegal accounts are going to blow your mind. Like, what I learned is going to blow your mind. And it's bad. It's worse than I thought. And I thought that what I put out the last time was, how could it get worse? We know about 3 platforms allowing this crap. And they're all doing it in different ways. How can it get worse? Well, I'm going to show you, because it's really sad. And I guess with that said, we are out of here for the week, guys. Thank you for joining us on both channels, and we will see you back here next Thursday. Shawn will see you Tuesday on his podcast, and I always record on Mondays. We both record at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I never say that out loud. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. But since I'm talking to Shawn, it's 6 p.m. for us. That was confusing. I'm sorry. And by the way, guys, I don't have it on. Middleton Technologies. Check them out. Gary's Apps. Gary's Apps is the way. Gary Middleton has been a friend of mine ever since the day I met him. I clicked with that guy. That guy is awesome. We've met in person many times. We've done a lot of work together, and Gary does a lot for this community. So go check out Gary's Apps.
Yes, he does.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like if you guys aren't familiar or whatever, at least go check it out. Even if you don't do anything with it at the moment, know what he's doing, because he does do a lot for this community and he cares. So, with that said, we will see you all back here next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Peace, you guys.
Good night, y'all.